What is up, guys? This is Ryan. I'm coming at you with a update of my Magician deck profile. This is the post-Link era, if you will, after the starter deck came out. I did take this to locals pretty much the day that that this guy was available, and I did pretty well. I went 3-1. My only loss was to True Draco Demise. That was a that was tough, but powered through ABC, Yang Zing, Dinos, and the dinosaur deck. So overall, fairly happy with it. So yeah, let's get right into it. First off, we have the 2 Astrograph Sorcerer. He is really great for ending your combo play. So you know, you make if you're able to get Star Time or Time Star Magician out, search him, and then you know you have your scales ready, and if anything gets popped, you can just summon from the hand and search another copy. And then for the Magicians, got 3 Double Iris. He is your searcher for the Pendulum Graph spell and trap. The 3 Purple Poison Magician. He's pretty much your spot removal and booster of dark spellcasters. They'll go up by his attack if he's in the scale. The main playmaker, honestly, of the deck. This is what gets your cards out of the deck and into a Synchro or an Xe play. Great for just kind of spamming and getting enough material on board for your Decode Talker. Playing the 2 Black Fang. He lowers the attack of your opponents in the scale, monster in the scale, and he also, when he's destroyed, can summon a dark spellcaster from your grave back to the field. Also great for recursion of your Xe and Synchro spellcaster monsters. And more recursion, I'm playing the 2 Oath Dragon. When he is in the scale, and there's a Magician in the other scale, you can add a face-up Magician monster from your extra deck to your hand. Great for getting Harmonizing back to your hand because she can't be summoned from the extra deck. As for the one-off, playing the 1 White Wing Magician and the 1 Timebreaker Magician. I use Timebreaker mostly for getting off of Harmonizing if I want to go into a level 7 Synchro. His effect is neat spot removal if you want to do that. It also triggers the spell Pendulum Graph, which is kind of neat. And then obviously 3 Wisdom Eye, the searcher of the deck, the one that also gets off the spell Pendulum Graph, and you know, you don't really need to. It doesn't need much introduction. I am also playing the 3 Joker. There might not be any reason not to play 3. Not really much need for normal summon in the deck, so I really like him. And then the Sorcerer for popping. He's great for going first, and you can pop your Double Iris to get the search. The special spicy tech that I've decided to go with is the Windwitches. So to that end, playing the 3 Ice Bell, the 1 Glass Bell, and the 1 Snow Bell. I found that I was opening this far too often, and then when she's summoned, I'm really stuck to winds, and all the Magicians are dark, so there is that issue. Definitely go Magician first, Crystal Wing play later as a backup. Especially great if you set your scales and then your opponent flips D-Barrier. For the ease of access into the new Link mechanic, I'm playing the 2 Gofu. Summon him if there's nothing on board. Summon 2 Gofu tokens, and then the tokens make Link Spider, and then the 2 Link Spider and Gofu make Decode Talker. So he's a great way of free Decode Talker to clear up your open up some extra deck zones. The last spellcaster I'm playing is Tuning Magician. You can send her really easily with Time Star Magician, and great for making Omega or Trish, or if you want to play that. Playing 2 Ghost Ogre for hand traps and the 1 Maxi. If you happen to have them, Ash Blossom would probably be a better meta call. This card definitely won me a couple games though at locals with popping his Yang Zing when he activated it, and Union Hanger. For spells, we have the 1-star Pendulum Graph. When a magician monster leaves the field, face up leaves the field, you can add a magician from your deck to hand. And also, that one protects your spellcasters from being targeted by spells, and this protects it from being targeted by traps. This one also is a once per turn scrap dragon, essentially. So you pop your card and then your opponent's card, and then if both weren't destroyed, then you can send another one. So it's really great for a lot of spot removal, floodgate monsters, floodgate spells, and traps. I am playing 3 Duelist Alliance. Pretty self-explanatory. It searches half the deck. The 1-off Regeki, the 1-off Amazing Pendulum, and the 1-off Pendulum Call. The reason for the 1-off Call and Amazing, it's searchable by Duelist Alliance, so you're playing 3 of that. And Call kind of conflicts with a lot of the magicians wanting to get popped. So it's kind of a recovery play just to kind of sit on, and then if your opponent does pop your stuff, then you can play Call and go into stuff. Same idea with Amazing Pendulum, is mid-game you can search it off of a Duelist Alliance, and then get back your full scales and hopefully make a play. As for the extra deck, playing the 1 Decode Talker, really like him. He protects your scales too from targeted destruction if you have stuff linked to him. He's also pretty beefy. If you have 2 monsters, he goes up to 3,300, which is really nice. Gets over Crystal Wing because he's not a level monster. Also playing the 2 Link Spider to go from Gofu into Decode Talker. I didn't really get to do that much when I was playtesting. And then once Coda the Duelist comes out, I'll probably drop this down to 1 and then play Mrs. Radiant and the Proxy Dragon. Mrs. Radiant, you can go into that with Dragon Pulse Magician. So, you normal summon your Dragon Pulse, play Link Spider, Oath Dragon back your Dragon Pulse, use Link Spider's effect to summon Pulse into the scale below him, and then go into Mrs. Radiant. For the Synchros, playing the 1 Beals, he's really good against stuff that likes to destroy, so your True Draco matchup, your Sit on Trident and Wait Zodiac matchup, and just anything that wants to destroy. By that same token, we have Stardust Dragon. So if you can get both of them on board, you're in pretty good shape. The 1 Psyframe Lord Omega, holy cow, this is really cool. Dropped in price, which is awesome. Also playing the 1 Enlightenment Paladin. Whenever I forget this card's name, I think of the green screen special Dave did with Alinthio talking about this card. He's talking about Enlightenment Paladin, and Dave's offering him tea. Go watch it, it's funny. Playing the 1-off Ignister, also great for getting your own scales effects off, or your pendulum cards off, and spinning non-targeting stuff. And then playing the 1 Crystal Wing and the 1 Clear Wing for the Windwitches to go into your indestructible Crystal Wing. And then also, for kicks and giggles, playing the 1 Supreme King Z Arc. He is the epitome of a Windmore, and I never summon him, but dang is he cool. Going into the Xyz and playing 2 Time Star Magician. Definitely the searcher / playmaker of the deck. When a pendulum card on the field would be destroyed, you can send a spellcaster to the graveyard instead. Great for fueling your Astrograph to summon Zark, as well as getting the Tuning Magician and anything that you want into the grave. Also a detach to add a Dark Spellcaster, so not just Pendulum monsters. Kinda neat if you want to tech in things like Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. I didn't actually get to see this, but when I showed it to the ABC player, his face paled a little bit, and he's like, oh man, the fact that you were citing that really scared me. So you can play that. There's a lot of fun dark spellcasters that you can tech in. The remaining 2 are Daigusto Emerald and Evil Swarm Nightmare. When a monster is special summoned, you can detach to flip it face down, and then he's great for recurring your links, so you can, if they do get destroyed, keep going. Alright guys, that's the deck. Let me know what you think. I'm definitely eyeballing Code of the Duelist and Circuit Break coming up soon. Code of the Duelist has obviously Proxy Dragon and Mrs. Radiant, and then Circuit Break has that Akashi Magician. It's just a dark spellcaster, great for bringing back and going into Decode Talker and all that kind of stuff. But for now, this is what I'm going with. I'm definitely noodling a Performapal and an Odd Eyes variants as well. But I thought this was a lot of fun, and I definitely had a lot of fun bringing it to locals, and it did pretty well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and remember, if you don't troll the meta, join them.
Heh, clicking the subscribe button's a good move. I guess there's a first time for everything. Feel free to click on these third-rate videos from a fourth-rate Yu-Gi-Tuber. But I don't have time for such amateurs. Come on, Mokuba, let's go get ice cream.